You are not just a child. You think not about school, but about humanity's future and other worlds. While others play outside, you search for answers in books and build your understanding of the universe. Your first program proves ideas can be not only imagined, but built with your own hands. You realize one Earth is not enough, because the future must become multiplanetary. For the future, you step into uncertainty, leaving familiar life behind. Risk becomes your ordinary way of living, and instability becomes part of the path. Your first startup turns ideas into a real company, and ambition becomes tangible. When investors doubt you, you do not argue, you keep building. The first big win proves this is not the peak, but the beginning of something larger. Instead of resting after success, you step into another risk, because movement matters more than comfort. Growth brings not only money, but chaos, conflict, and constant pressure. You become wealthy, but never become comfortable, because the target stays farther away. Money is only fuel for missions others consider impossible. Now you want to change the space industry itself, not just participate in it. While they laugh at rockets, you keep building, because doubt only sharpens you. Now you bet on an electric future while most believe it is a mistake. Pressure rises, but you hold three wars at once as if retreat does not exist. The first rocket falls, but the idea does not, and that becomes the lesson. The second failure hardens the bet because turning back is no longer possible. A third blow nearly breaks everything except the will keeping it alive. The final chance becomes the most dangerous moment, with the whole story at stake. Then the rocket lifts, changing not only the company, but the trajectory of the future. Now even NASA begins taking you seriously, and the rules begin changing. But Tesla still fights an old world unwilling to move aside. Near bankruptcy pushes the dream to the edge, where one mistake could cost everything. But the company survives in the final moment, when almost nobody believes. Now skeptics see the bet was real, and the future looks different. You begin thinking at the scale of a planet, not a single company. Now the goal is rewriting movement itself, not just building another car. But even transport feels too small and your ideas push beyond old limits. Now you want to connect mind and technology as if the next step is inevitable. Even tunnels become another revolution because problems exist everywhere. Falcon Heavy turns the impossible into spectacle, forcing skeptics to watch again. A car in space turns launch into myth understood beyond science. Now your goal is openly called Mars, no longer a hidden dream. Even explosions become part of moving forward because testing is progress. You cover Earth with a network from space, connecting the world in a new way. Even as richest, you refuse to slow down because money does not change the mission. Now you want to change the digital world too because ideas have no boundaries. The world debates genius or chaos, but debate only expands the scale of your image. Pressure from every side grows stronger, but you have long worked inside pressure. But the mission always stands above noise, and movement continues. A colony on Mars no longer feels like fantasy, but a question of time. Now humanoid robots enter the story, expanding the idea of the future itself. The next question is who controls intelligence when intelligence grows autonomous? And again, you take an almost impossible risk, as if growth exists there. Even visionaries have moments of doubt when the price of the path feels heavy. But your answer is always the same: build again after pressure and failure. Looking back, you see fuel not only in victories, but in mistakes. To be Elon Musk is making the impossible real again and again for the world.